Hey everybody! I bet you're wondering where Mike and Steven are. Well, they're not here right now, so it's me, John, riding the choo-choo with all of you. We're gonna crash.
Yeah, I didn't sign up to crash. I was told this would be a nice leisurely ride to Paris, and...
No, unfortunately, because I am the conductor this episode, this train is definitely going to derail.
It'll just be like that movie, Crash, where they crash. That was on the train, wasn't it?
It'll be like that song, where the train is, crazy, Night Train.
Yeah. The Night Train.
Yes, as you are aware, the podcast you are listening to is the Video Game Choo-Choo. If you have chosen this podcast incorrectly, I apologize, but you're stuck with us.
Yeah, you have to. You're contractually obligated. If you've listened this long, you have to listen to the rest of the podcast.
I welcome you. It is me, John Machonsky, your host for the night. And today I have enlisted the dulcet tones of one Andrew Clare.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew. You might know me from my web blog, nintendofunclub.tumblr.com.
He is very good at doing a Tumblr. He is really good at it.
Alright. But yeah, that's where you can find me on the internet.
I gotta get my mic closer to me. I forgot. It's been...
Good job, man. I just called you Mike.
He's rubbing off on me already, obviously. I'm getting the hosting, the powers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit those sounds out. Don't worry, you guys won't hear them.
Okay.
You're only gonna hear me complaining about having to edit it later.
That's okay.
So, we should get to it. Andrew, what have you been up to recently? Not just games. What are you doing? What are you up to, man?
I have been suffering in retail.
Yes.
For anyone who doesn't know me, I currently work at a Party City, and it's almost Halloween, which means that it's fucking crazy there. Now, I was hired on specifically for Halloween, but I did not know what I was getting myself into.
Everyone that I have heard who works at some form of seasonal job, most of the time it is crazy.
Oh, it's fucking awful. But relating back to video games, soon I will be working at an electronics section in a Toys R Us. So there's that. But I'm not doing that yet, so I can't talk about video game stuff with that.
Yeah. That's we are going to get back to you once the consoles launch, because I definitely want to hear the retail side of that. I will definitely want to hear about that.
That's like my first week in is the PS4 launch, so that'll be fun.
They're throwing you straight in,
Yeah, they're trial by fire,
sink or swim.
But there is some video game stuff that happened at my work today, actually. I've got a couple stories. One of them's video game related, one of them's just fucking funny. At least to me.
Share away.
The video game one, so a lot of couples buy costumes together, and a lot of couples buy, Mario and Luigi costumes. Usually the guy's Mario and the girl's Luigi. But today we didn't have enough Mario costumes. So what ended up happening is a couple both bought Luigi costumes. And I just wanted, the idea of a couple costume being Mario and Luigi is a little... Because I'm assuming these are people of college age, right? And they're going to parties where they drink and will inevitably probably end up boning if they're already a couple. And they're doing it dressed as Mario and Luigi. At least that's what goes through my mind. Now let's take that again and just have it both be Luigi. And that is why this is Choo Choo Nights, because that is the sexiest thing that I have ever said. Luigi fucking Luigi. It's his year. Let him do you from the rear.
Oh
I'm
man,
sorry,
you're gonna just there's gonna be polished pipes all night.
Oh no.
Oh man, that sounds incredibly erotic. I can't wait to hear more.
We sell a lot of weirdly weird sexy costumes. I don't know why Luigi is sexy, but actually I know why Luigi is sexy. Come on.
Luigi's always sexy. I don't know what you're talking about.
But there's a sexy nun costume, and we've sold a non-zero number of those. So, I question Canada. I question my country when it comes to that.
I remember you taking all those pictures of the adult baby costumes, and the lady adult baby costume is surprisingly sexy.
Like, they're, like, trying to, like, pose sexy.
Or sexualized.
Yeah, it's
Pardon
sexualized.
Me.
I know what you mean. I didn't want to call you out on that.
No.
But
if it was Mike or Steven, they would have called me.
I know. But
so.
I'm the nice one. Actually, that brings me to something that I didn't even think about talking about. I found today while cleaning up one of those costumes opened and looked at and tried on, presumably. So someone contemplated buying one of those. So that's fun. But, the other thing that happened today, I don't know how this happened.
Alright, I am excited to hear about this because I'm guessing this is the thing that you tweeted at me that you had a story to tell.
So, John, you and I watch wrestling, not as frequently as we used to, but we do watch it together. We're big fans of the wrestle.
Yeah, we make sure to watch. We get in the Skype call, we watch it, we discuss it. It's a good time.
You, me, and our buddy Chris.
Yes, thank you.
Got to name drop Chris. Check him out at darkunicodesnowman.tumblr.com or his Kirby blog, dddman.tumblr.com.
Incredible Tumblr, dddman.tumblr.com. He screen caps the Kirby anime, Kirby right back at you. He is really good at screen caps. I'm going to use my new powers in game journalism, and I'm going to get him a job taking screen caps for press releases. He deserves it. He deserves the best.
But coming back to that, so a woman asked today for her child if we had any WWE things. And I said, no, all we have is a balloon. She's like, oh, you don't have more? And I guess I said this really enthusiastically was, no, but I really wish we did. And she's like, her reaction, like, her eyes widened, she's like, whoa, I guess you must really like it, huh? For some reason in my head, I was like, oh no, I can't admit that I really like wrestling. What else can I use to justify this with? So I said, no, actually, I'm an amateur wrestler. And I really like to see support for the sport that I'm a part of.
Andrew, why?
I don't know why! It just came out of my mouth, and I don't know why! And she asked me about it, and I'm like, yeah, my wrestling name is Clark Andrews, the Canadian Thunder, and that just fucking came out of my mouth!
Oh no, I was really scared that you were going to say that you were Kid Muscle.
No,
Oh my God.
I actually have thought about a wrestling name for myself, which is kinda sad. But, like, she's like, oh! How's that going for you? I'm like, I'm still in training. Yeah. So, she was like, well, I'm gonna go get that balloon then. I was like,
holy shit.
Have a nice day, ma'am. Make sure to watch wrestling every week. Support the sport.
Cause maybe one day, you'll see me on
I'm gonna be the champ.
screen.
I'm gonna end the streak. I'm gonna beat Undertaker at WrestleMania. So that was the most batshit thing that happened to me probably all week.
Holy shit.
My assuming the identity of Clark Andrews, the Canadian Thunder.
Clark Andrews.
My name's Andrew Clare, but everyone always thinks it's Andrew Clark, so I was like, what if I reverse that? And it's my wrestling name. It's like a Brian Danielson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fact that I thought about that is kind of sad.
Oh my god, dude, that is so good. Oh man.
I don't know, like, how that happened. I don't know, like, why those words came out of my mouth. But
I'm so glad they did.
I'm really glad too, because now I've got a really good story out of that really shitty job.
Oh, that's really good. Oh man. Yeah. Alright,
guess we should talk about video games now, right?
Well, I guess I should talk very briefly, briefly about the wacky situations that I got into.
Oh yeah, let's hear about your shenanigans.
Okay. So about 2 weeks ago, my mom's boyfriend gave me a job at his truck dealership, and all I was basically doing was just inputting data. I would go onto the dealership website, I would put up the images that we took of the trucks and the make and model and all that. That's all I would do. And it was just a minimum wage job, and I was just doing it just so I could have a little bit of extra spending money. Today, the day that we are recording this, my mom found out that her boyfriend looked at porn once and broke up with him. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I lost my job because my mom's boyfriend looked at porn once.
You know, out of all the reasons to lose your job, I'd say you've got one of the more unique ones.
I didn't want to just work at some stupid job for my first job. Like, being able to say, oh, I worked at a truck dealership, that's different. That's something new. That's not, oh, I worked at McDonald's. You know, it's different. And then also losing my job because of porn. Yeah, thanks, porn industry, you fuckers, making all your money while I'm sitting here broke now.
Well, clearly now that's the industry you need
Exactly.
to get into. That's what you guys need to start covering. You need to write porno news.
I need to... Okay, here's the...
Choo Choo Nights.
Choo Choo Nights. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be discussing the new series of videos by Miss Amber Sweet. See, I made up that name, but that's probably an actual porn star's name.
Probably a name. And I, backed up from my computer when you started doing that, because I got mad uncomfortable. Also, I'm Googling this to see if that's an actual person.
Alright.
That autofilled in.
Oh.
And Amber Sweet is a character from Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Huh.
Played by Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton. Alright, well, close enough.
Alright. That's a sex tape that exists.
Yeah, so, technically I was right.
High five?
I high-fived myself to, Yeah.
You shouldn't have ruined the illusion. I would have gone along with that. I would have said we high-fived, but whatever.
Damn
man.
it! Fuck! That's why you have editing, but still, damn it! Fuck!
That's why you have editing.
So yeah, other than that, I haven't really been doing too much else other than video games, but let's listen to you. What have you been playing, Andrew? Let's hear you first.
I'd say the thing that I've been playing that I don't think anybody on the podcast has played, I'm assuming last week, I haven't listened to last week, I know, I'm terrible. You guys they probably talked a lot about Pokemon.
We covered Pokemon a whole lot.
Yeah.
When it came out. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
So, Pokemon I played, I'm still playing. I had a really scary experience recently with my 3DS. Where nothing loaded. I keep most of my games on SD card because I live in the future and I download things digitally and it just because I can't the way I keep all my DS games is in a giant paint roller bin thing. Just that I and so I'm just okay, I need to eliminate clutter, so I just started downloading them all. But nothing loaded on my SD card, and I went to the store to see if if I have to re-download this. I went to do that, and it's your SD card is corrupted. You need to format it. Mm-hmm. So I spent a bunch of time trying to figure out how I could get around that and keep my save, because I've put 20 hours in my Pokemon, I'd say. Maybe a bit more. It's just an estimation. 20 hours of gameplay, my timer's way bigger, but that's idle time too.
Yeah, and I mean, you have all that other time in all those other games.
I have Shin Megami Tensei 4 on there, too, and I've put way too much time into that to lose. Because if I'd lost that, I would never finish that game. I still don't know if I'm going to finish that game. It's a big fucking game. But, so I backed up all my files to my computer, which I have on my computer now.
It's a good idea.
Still. It's a bit of an outdated save for my Pokemon shit now, but you know what? It's something. And then when I went to format my card, and then it said an error happened while formatting. And so I went back, and everything loaded after that. And I spent 3 hours trying to fix this, and all I had to do was
cancel the formatting.
Nothing. Yeah, pretty much. So that was, apparently that happened with a recent 3DS update, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just what people online told me. So yeah, I've been playing Pokemon, and it's pretty much I've been playing on my DS, but on my PlayStation 3, I've been playing a game from everyone's favorite developer, Mr. David Cage.
Hooray!
Yes, I have played approximately 3 hours of Beyond Two Souls.
I really want to hear about this. Go on.
Okay, so I've played every Quantic Dream game. I didn't finish Indigo Prophecy, but I played it, and you know what? That's enough, because that is a bad fucking game. If anyone isn't aware of Indigo Prophecy, I won't spoil the amazing ending. You can find, like, Let's Plays of it. I'd recommend Chip Cheesem did a live stream of it, and he put it up on YouTube. Mm-hmm. His is really good. But the ending of that game is fucking insane. Theory of a Dead Man is, like, a minor plot point in that game, I should mention. And pretty much all the QuickTime events are like playing Simon, but with 2 sticks.
That's good.
It's fucking abysmal. And then I played Heavy Rain, which I actually kind of liked. I kind of realized what was wrong with Heavy Rain. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was goofy. Like, it had goofiness because the acting was kind of stilted because they were French actors playing American people. Mm-hmm. If I'm correct in that. I know that at least one of them is a French, like a couple of them are French actors because they have like a slight accent. So like there was some hokiness there, but I thought the overall like mystery and like serial killer aspect of it was kind of cool because I like detective games. Beyond Two Souls is like a really weird combination of the two.
Huh. Okay.
In tone, to me, at least, where it's as dramatic as Heavy Rain, where, like, it looks, like, it's fucking beautiful. Let me just say that right out the gate. It's a beautiful goddamn game. Mm-hmm. And you've got, like, big-name actors in it. Alan Page and Willem Dafoe, who are both fantastic in it. Like, before I go besmirching this game, because I'm kinda going to, because it's not enough Heavy Rain and a little too much Indigo Prophecy for me, I should say that they are fantastic in it. And, like, a lot of the, like, side actors aren't bad either. Like, there's not a lot of obviously French people playing Americans, I'm pretty sure. And the dialogue isn't as broken, even though no one should ever let David Cage write a minority ever. I should just say that now.
Oh, boy.
He's not, like, super racist with it, but it's, like, enough where you're like, oh, you are extremely out of touch, and this is kind of insensitive.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, I'm like halfway through the chapter called Navajo.
Ooh, okay.
But,
you know. I feel you. Alright.
I've kind of stopped playing there because I rented it and I have to bring it back.
Ooh.
I might try and finish it tomorrow. I might just sit down and try and power through it because I know it's not too long. Mm-hmm. But, like, I don't know if I can call this, like, the best game Quantic Dream has made, but still also be kind of disappointed in it. Because my whole thing with Heavy Rain was that I could laugh at it as much as I could, like, get into it and, like, try and solve the mystery.
Yeah.
With this, the acting is too good for me to, like, chuckle at them, but the writing is still really weak. It's just not weak in a way that it seems like it was written by Tommy Wiseau with a budget. Let's be, like, kind of honest, that's what Indigo Prophecy a little bit was. Indigo Prophecy, by the way, for some people, might be known as Fahrenheit. That's what it was called in Europe. I don't know why. I don't think either of those names really have to do with anything. Huh. But I figured I'd just mention that. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Alright.
So for anyone who doesn't know what Beyond Two Souls is, you play as Jodie Holmes, a girl who is taken in by the CIA at a very young age because of a spirit or entity bound to her named, spelled Aiden, but she pronounces it Aiden. So that kind of was weird to me, but yeah, it's Aiden. And there's like this whole, she can see ghosts and channel the dead, and Aiden kind of acts as telekinesis for her as well, which results in one scene, which is basically Carrie, and I really like that one. I think I played that in Skype with you.
Yeah, I remember being in that call and just hearing you explain that scene, and just, wasn't it basically just like, press X to get a bit tipsy?
it was press X to drink beer,
Mm-hmm.
smoke some weed, because you're a teenager at a party.
Yeah.
Then again, what the fuck am I saying? I've never really been to a house party because I was super antisocial through all of high school. And then also slow dance with a boy and react when he touches your butt.
Oh.
And then afterwards they lock you in a Harry Potter closet under the stairs. And Aiden, you can either flip out with Aiden and almost kill these children. I say children, they're probably 17.
They're children in their souls.
Beyond two souls.
Beyond two souls, they're babies.
Yeah. Or you can just leave, and if I left, I felt like I would be doing myself a disservice because that game did not have enough crazy shit happening, and maybe it gets crazier. I know some people I know have played it and say that it gets kind of weird towards the end, and there was some weird flash forward shit going on for me. So maybe I should stick to it and try and finish it soon, but my whole thing with it is that it feels too legit to me, and that's really weird to say. Because as a game, it's marginal improvements over Heavy Rain's structure. The UI looks nicer. A lot of the there's still a lot of quick time events and shit like that, but they made the combat quick time events feel a bit more different. It's still really easy. And then you've also got this puzzle solving aspect with Aiden. So they've added on to that, but it doesn't feel. There's no Sean button. There's no press X to Sean. At least I haven't reached a point yet for that. It's got problems with pacing, I feel. Heavy Rain had slow parts, but you still felt like there was something going on. And I think that since they're trying to make this feel like a more legitimate experience, they're trying to have that downtime.
And I also feel isn't there a lot of back and forth in the timeline as well?
There's a ton of jumping around.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it'd lend itself very well, especially in a video game.
Yeah, they're trying a Pulp Fiction jump around thing, and it kind of work. I can kind of respect that from a storytelling aspect, but a lot of it just doesn't work because the gaps that need to be filled in would probably be more enjoyable to be filled in if you just went down the line.
Yeah, that is something that you can't really do in a game because it feels like it does feel more like that they're pulling you out of the event and sticking you in something different because of how interactive you're being with the story.
Yeah. I mean, Heavy Rain did it a bit, where it jumps around from character to character, and you play these little vignettes, basically. And that's kind of what this does as well, but you're always playing the same character, because it's the story of her life. And like I said, it'd probably be detrimental if you played with someone other than Ellen Page, because she's really good. Also, the gameplay is based around Aiden, so yeah, they couldn't jump around if they wanted to. But, it's been done in other games, but not as extremely as this, is basically what I was going to say. Hotline Miami's, thing at the end, they do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into detail, because I don't think you've finished that yet.
Yeah, no, I just got it on my Vita, so I'm going to be playing it a lot more, because it just came out for PSN.
Yeah, I got that
Plus,
too!
So.
I haven't played that yet either. I want to see how that controls on the Vita.
It controls pretty well. It has a tap to lock on thing.
Okay.
And it's a little weird, but it works if you want to do that. You don't have to do it. I don't know. It's different.
I'm just quickly pulling up my Hotline Miami stats because I can brag about them. Because I've played. I have 89% completed that game. There are 3 more achievements I need.
I think Brian 100% in that game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Damn.
Brian, who made the Choo Choo art? If you are unaware, he is Brian Haggerty, who created the Choo Choo art. Shout out to him. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he 100%ed it. I don't know.
Damn. I've only got the ones I need are get A+ on everything and go to the car 60 times. And then the last one just unlocks when you unlock everything else. Okay. Beyond Two Souls, I'm gonna wrap that up. It's more of a game than the other David Cage stuff, but I'm having less fun with it because of that. I also feel like there needs to be more Willem Dafoe, but hey, I'm still kind of early on, like I said. At least I think I am. I don't know if I'm like halfway through or not, but I heard there's a lot more CIA stuff, like with her actually in the CIA, and I haven't done much of that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and finish that and see how that pans out, but right now I'm not really feeling it.
Alright.
And the last thing of note is something that I know you're playing.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Is it Persona 4 Golden?
I thought you were gonna say Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
This is a fucking insult, and I'm leaving.
Andrew, what game is it? Andrew, what game is it?
Persona 4 Golden!
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm playing that too.
Yeah!
Okay, talk about that!
Well, I figured we can go back and forth going on this, because you're having a really different experience than I am, because this is your first time
This is my first time playing this game. I did play a little bit of vanilla Persona 4, just a little bit of it, but nowhere near as much as this. Like,
did you even, like, finish Yukiko's dungeon when you did that?
I didn't even get up to Yukiko's dungeon, so...
Exactly, like, you scratched the surface on
definitely.
that. I, on the other hand, this is my fourth playthrough. My first time with Golden, but I've played through that 3 times on the PS2 just to get every social link and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a fucking great port.
It is one of the best ports of any game I have ever seen. I just just
so
knowing what they did differently is so good. It's oh man. I mean, there are little things here and there that I don't particularly enjoy, but overall, it is a much, much better experience.
John, would one of those little things be named Marie?
I don't like Marie so far.
I don't like Marie either.
I don't like her so far. A lot of people have been telling, like, I was kind of complaining about her on Tumblr, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, you warm up to her," and I'm like,
That's what people have been telling me too. But like, I don't know. I'm only on rank 3 of her social link. For everyone who doesn't know, social links are like little visual novel elements of the game, and they all go up to rank 10 for each major character. So I'm only rank 3, so I'm like a third through it, and I'm still not feeling it. But you gotta do it, apparently, to get the true ending. I don't think that's a spoiler mentioning that there's a true ending, because that happened in Persona 3 as well, and I'm pretty sure in Persona 2 there was an alternate ending, but I haven't played Persona 2, and I haven't finished Persona 1, because my PSP broke, and that's what I had that on.
Now, okay, I don't know if you know this, but do you know if you could play games that are labeled PSP on the Vita, or no?
Some.
Alright.
You have to... There's some of them that do work, some of them that don't. I don't know if it's a issue with the porting or a licensing thing. But, Persona 1 and 2, I've checked, they're all compatible with it. There was actually a big Atlas sale. I don't know if it's still going on, but a week back, I think, there was a big Atlas sale and all that stuff.
Now, because mostly I just wanted to get Spyro the Dragon, and that one's only... That one says PS3 and PSP, so...
I would check that one, because that is a classic, right?
Yeah.
I think classics work, but I'm not 100% sure. But, like I said, some games work, so I can download, Oh! I just remembered another game I'm playing, but we'll get to that in a sec. It's one of the ones I'm downloaded. I can download, Persona 3 portable and, Phantom Brave on the PSP, but I can't download, Valkyria Chronicles 2 or Steambot Chronicles. I guess games that end in Chronicles aren't allowed on the Vita. But those are 2 games that I remember having on my PSP, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to play these again, but I can't download them, and I'm really pissed, because Valkyria Chronicles 2 was really good. And the final game do you want to talk more about Persona 4? Because we should talk about that, because that's a good game.
I'm not, super far. I am getting up to Kanji's dungeon.
That's what I just finished, so we're pretty close.
Alright.
Yeah, I kind of took a break from it when Pokemon came out, but yeah.
Yeah, I got it after Pokemon came out. I got it 2 or 3 days ago. I started playing
a few days ago, yeah.
So I feel like I'm kind of blind. I don't know. Like it's like a 70-hour game, right?
70, 80.
All right.
I'm like less so on your New Game Plus, obviously.
Yeah, I'm about 12 hours in, so.
Yeah. It is about 10 or 11 dungeons.
All right.
Probably.
Okay.
And you're on the second.
Yeah.
So you're about a fifth of the way through.
I really like the combat. I played a good portion of Persona 3. So the combat isn't foreign. The Persona fusion was still to me. I'm starting to understand it now, though.
Yeah. It takes some getting used to.
Definitely.
I remember that took me a little while to get. I had to look up guides and shit to be like, what persona should I be using for this boss fight?
Looking at guides is helping me out, and I'm starting to figure out what I should be doing when and all that, and which team members to use, and it's getting figured out.
Yeah, I just say use the spoiler-free ones.
Definitely. The big thing that everyone always has to comment on is Chie's voice. I'm in the middle on Chie's voice. I think that a good portion of the time, it's Aaron Fitzgerald who is also, of course, because John Machonsky, have to bring it into Skullgirls. It's Parasol's voice actress. I think she is a perfectly great voice actress, and I think she does a really good job as Chie when she's not overacting. But she overacts a whole lot in that game.
The other voice actor for Chie did a lot of overacting as well.
But for some reason,
I don't know why it works a bit better with her, but yeah, I'm just saying like, overacting's kind of a Chie thing.
It feels like I just feel like Miss Fitzgerald just didn't pull off the overexcitedness of Chie in a sense. Like it's just her tone and her like vocal structure fits Chie. It's just when she gets excitable, it just like it breaks for some reason.
Yeah,
it's weird, and that's kind of just what kills it. I'm not even really comparing it to old Chie because, like I said, I played maybe 2 or 3 hours of Persona 4 vanilla. So this isn't me going like, oh, old Chie is better because it's old Chie. I just feel like she just kind of overdoes it in a really weird way that doesn't rub me the right way. So I'm not.
I really like Aaron Fitzgerald. Just to throw my 2 cents in with her, I really like Aaron Fitzgerald. As Chie, I think she does about the same job as the past voice actors whose name I don't have off the top of my head. I could look that up real quick, but whatever, that would kind of kill flow. I think the new voice actors they got for the 2 characters they had to get new voice actors for, Chie and Teddy, do a really good job. Sam Riegel, who does Teddy's voice, is basically identical to Dave Wittenberg to me. I don't really notice the difference at all. He does a fucking fantastic job with it. And I think Aaron Fitzgerald does a really good job with it too. Just like you said, when they get really pumped up, it doesn't always work. Yeah. But I think for her more like emotional moments and stuff, she's really good too.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I thought the scene with her shadow was really good.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not really much else to talk about it. I mean, it's Persona 4, but way better, and I'm having a great old time with it. I might have more to talk about later on down the road.
They've added a ton of content to it too.
Yeah.
Like I think it was last night we were hanging out, and I heard you do the scene where the lightning strikes the building and the power goes out. That wasn't in the vanilla game.
Huh.
That's a completely new scene, and then they've got they add a completely new store area later. Actually, you might be around the point where you get that. Because I think that's before... No, that's after you get Kanji, never mind. When you get the motorbikes.
Okay.
Or scooters or whatever. That's shown in promotional images. I hope that's not a spoiler.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But yeah, that game that's a really good port, and the amount of stuff they've added to it is really like... I was kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to get into it again, but I haven't played it in so long that it still kind of feels fresh to me, and like I'm re-experiencing it, and the amount of stuff they've added is really helping with that too.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing I played, just really quick. because I just want people to go and buy this because it's a good game for the PSP, and it works on Vitas. I'm gonna fucking butcher the pronunciation of the Japanese words in this, and if my girlfriend hears this, she's going to laugh at me. But dude, every time I pronounce a Japanese word around her, because she speaks Japanese, or at least like speaks some Japanese. I don't know how fluent she is, but she's been speaking it for ages. She always laughs at my pronunciation. Kenkabancho Badass Rumble for the PSP is you play as a Japanese delinquent.
Oh, of course you love this game. You love everything with
Japanese
Japanese
delinquents. Of course I love this game. Shut up. No, it's super over the top. It's got like some weird like sandbox elements to it, where like basically the whole premise is you're the tough guy at your school. You're the biggest bancho at your school. The baddest ass to ever rumble. And you go on a trip to, I believe it's like, I can't remember the city, never mind.
The big city.
Yeah, you go to a big city, basically, on a school trip for a week. And pretty much every other prefecture is going there. Every other region is going there at some day or another. And this is a game that like you replay a bunch of times, so you can beat up everyone and assert your dominance. Because the way it works is when you beat up people, you find their itinerary that says where they'll be when they'll be there. And, like, you have to go around and beat up all these other school delinquents that all have really weird gimmicks. Like, there's the one guy who doesn't talk and has his lackey do all the talking for him.
Oh my god.
Or one guy that just straight up, like, when he sees you, he hits you with a baton. And there's, like, a weird, like, romance subplot for it, too. Like, there's 3 dateable girls. And that's weird. And then there's like also like the local school is like super badass too, and you have to take them down. But it's really like, it's really, really goofy. Like the way like a big element is staring guys down with your laser beam eyes and their laser beam eyes, and you clash, and then a phrase pops up on the screen, and you have to hit the phrase when the words pop up. And if you can hit the wrong words, so like straight up you can say I am the walrus, and then they'll punch you in the face while saying cuckoo kachoo. But most of the time it's really generic. It's stupid shit like kiss my fist. But I like trying to find the weird secret messages. Like if you say this game is awesome, you get a better start in the battle. And then you can also find a banana suit in the game and run around in a banana suit and beat guys up while having a giant pompadour. So it's like everything I loved in the video game.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
It's a pretty goofy brawler, and it's really fun, and it's like less than $10 now. So please support this game, because no one supports the weird Japanese games I like. Like, there's a reason Yakuza 5 isn't coming over, and I'm really mad about that.
Please,
but like this was published by Alice. Please help buy my weird Japanese games that I really like. They're not even weird Japanese games. They're just games based in Japan that have like a cultural barrier. Like, honestly, the Yakuza games I'd recommend to anyone who likes a good crime story. But yeah, like, there's been a couple games to come out in that series that haven't come out here yet. So I don't know. If this is on sale and it piques your interest, maybe pick it up, and they might look at it again. I don't know. Just support cool games, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Now, for me, back to John. Back to John.
Back to the Chonsky.
The only other game that I played recently is also on my Vita. I've been giving my Vita a lot of love lately. I mean, I played some Pokemon, but I don't want to get into that because there's not much to talk about. But the other game that I could talk about on the Vita is the port of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Swear to God, I thought you were going to say Ultimate Muscle.
Andrew.
I'm sorry, I have a problem.
God damn.
Continue, sorry.
Okay. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the Vita is pretty bad. Yeah, let's talk about good ports versus bad ports. Persona 4 The Golden is a good port of a PS2 game.
Goddamn port.
That is a good port of a PS2 game that came out, like in 2009?
That was 2009, yeah.
Okay. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is a port of a 2012 game that I'm pretty sure also came out in 2012, and it is garbage.
We should also mention, for anyone who doesn't know, and I don't know how you wouldn't know, it's a fighting game.
It is a fighting game on a
Fighting
handheld.
game handheld ports are hard.
It is difficult to port a fighting game to a handheld, but they fucked it up more than a normal person would.
Yeah.
The load times are about twice as long as I've ever seen on the console.
That's fun.
Twice as long. They're not incredibly long, because on the console it was pretty snippy, but still, it is a very visible difference to the console. There are 2 less buttons on the Vita than there are a average controller. So
Yeah, that'd be the triggers that they're missing.
There are no right trigger, left trigger, or L2, R2. So there's not a very easy way to activate hyper combos. In Marvel vs. Capcom 3, if you're using a gamepad or a controller, most of the standard button configuration has you pressing the right trigger, or the R2, and then inputting the directional inputs for the hyper combo.
Yeah.
They don't have that on the Vita, but you can press light, medium, and hard punch, or light, medium, hard, to activate your hyper combo. But that's extremely difficult to do on the Vita because the buttons are very small and very together. So oftentimes, if you try to do that, you're going to activate X Factor. And in activating X Factor when you don't want to is one of the worst possible things you can do in that game. But another thing you could do is you can change the button configuration. But if you do that, you're not going to have one of your assists, or you're going to straight up not going to have one of your attacks. So it's incredibly dumb that there was no way to integrate assists to maybe regulate it. The right stick isn't used at all, so I was thinking maybe just tapping the stick back and forth for assists or something like that. Just there's not really too much creativity going on in the porting. They did try something different with a screen tapping.
I was gonna say, like, did they not try the screen tap shit? Because I feel like that would be kind of your solution to
which could even work for summoning assists. Like tap the screen on the left to summon an assist, or tap it on the right. Like they got creative in the dumbest possible ways, because there is a touchscreen component to the game, but all it is instead of pressing the buttons, you can tap the screen in specific places to do specific moves, and it barely works, and I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on 90% of the time. It's a very confusing port that I'm upset that it doesn't work as well as it should, because other than the button configurations and the loading times, it's not that bad. There are good fighting games on the Vita. I play the Darkstalkers. I
was gonna mention that.
The Darkstalkers PSP. It's technically a PSP game, but it still plays perfectly fine on the Vita. And I mean, I know Dive Kick is a 2-button game, but it plays perfectly fine on the Vita. So I don't understand.
I don't think Dive Kick's a huge comparison. Like, Dive Kick is it's 2 buttons. Like this, I have a good fighting game I played on the Vita a while ago.
It's a fighting game.
Dude, we have played tons of. I have Dive Kick on the Vita too. We have played a lot of Dive Kick. I respect Dive Kick. I respect esports.
All right, good. But yeah, no, you played Blaze Blue, right, on the
Blaze
Vita?
Blue. It's my friend, so I haven't played it recently, but I played it a real long time ago, and I remember that being pretty okay. Like, you couldn't play that competitively, really, unless you're playing against other people on the Vita. But it was a solid port, and I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not a tag game, so you don't need to apply assists in there.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it played fine. There was some jank, but it played fine.
I just feel like we shouldn't expect too much from handheld fighting game ports. Like, I bought MVC3 not because I wanted to play competitively online or anything like that. If I was looking for that, I would stick to a home console. That is what fighting games are for, is home console use. It's barely even for online. Like, those games are for playing face to face.
If you're serious about fighting games.
If you are serious about it.
Like, that's...
But I got Ultimate Marvel's... Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
I was just reminiscing about how nobody plays Mortal Kombat anymore and should play Mortal Kombat with me.
Yeah, I got Ultimate Marvel so I could just boot it up every once in a while and play it when I can, when I'm waiting for a car to pick me up, when I'm sitting somewhere. That's what I got that game for, and it's too simplified, and that's just what sucks about it, because they tried to shave buttons off, and by doing that, they took away the essence of the game.
They had a similar problem with Street Fighter 4 Ultimate, or was it Ultimate or Arcade? I think it was Arcade. Because Ultimate is Ultimate the one that's not out yet.
Ultra Street Fighter 4 is the one that's still in development.
Okay, yeah.
Arcade Edition's the one.
It was Arcade Edition on the 3DS. Which
No. They didn't put out Arcade Edition on the 3DS.
Was it Super?
Just Super Street Fighter 4. Yeah.
All right. I think it had like an extra character in it. Then maybe.
No, it didn't.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, Super Street Fighter 4 did add new characters, but
yeah, on the 3DS. Yeah. Well, I know that it added new characters. I meant in addition to the console version because it came out later. But I guess not. I guess I'm just hallucinating. I don't know. I haven't played that game in ages. But I remember that they had to have 4 inputs on the touch screen, and that was always really awkward. And a lot of people just had it so you could tap that and use your Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whatever. I'm gonna stop playing this.
Man, to be honest, like, I would even rather have that than fucking how it is in Ultimate Marvel, because at least you would have all of your options. Like, yeah, I would just... I mean, it's not that bad in Marvel, because getting to your hyper combos is nowhere near as difficult as in Street Fighter. In Street Fighter, it is about getting to that Ultra or Super, but every character has way more specific setups for that. And in Ultimate Marvel, it's, okay, yeah, let me get this big, huge combo, and then I could just there really should just be a button for Ultras, because that's pretty much what people do. It's not that difficult to input, and it's not that difficult to set up an Ultra, because it is a very... Or hyper combos. Hyper combos are a very large scale thing in Marvel.
I didn't play enough UMVC3 to really talk about it competently. I wasn't a big fan of it.
I mean, I'm not. I don't even know if I'm talking about it competently enough. Like,
at least know like the systems in it. I just go. I don't like that. There's no hard punch and it's just heavy. I don't like that. Like, that's my input on that game.
Yeah, I'm in a weird spot in that game. I have a similar relation to Marvel that I do with Smash Bros, where I'm better than all of my friends, but I get completely bodied by people that are really good at the game. So I mean, I still have fun either way, but it's like, if I'm hanging out with people and they're like, oh yeah, John, let's play a video game. I'm like, okay, you want to play that? You want to lose? And I don't mean anything by it. It's just I'm good at it. I've learned basic combos, but I don't know like the big league combos.
That's how I was with Mortal. I think Mortal Kombat, I got a bit deeper into it than just like playing it like on a regular basis. Like, I felt really confident with my stuff. Like, I even went down to like a local fighting game thing every now and then with that. It wasn't hugely thriving, but like I would actually bring Mortal Kombat to my friend's house whenever he was having like a get together and be like, "Hey, you guys want to play Mortal Kombat?"
Will you challenge me?
I just was like, hey, you guys wanna? I'm gonna pick smoke, and I'm gonna laugh at you.
Hmm.
I was a dick when it came to Mortal Kombat, is what I'm basically saying.
That reminds me of when me and Brian went to go pick up Pokemon. We went on the launch night, and we got let into the store, and they were just kind of letting us stand in there so we didn't get hot or cold. I don't remember if it was hot or cold that night, but it was one of those, so they wanted to make sure that we weren't. And so everyone was just kind of standing there awkwardly. So I took the initiative. I took my Vita out, and I started up dive kick, and I placed it in the middle of the I placed it on the counter.
Holy shit.
And I said, I will take all comers. And they all looked at me like I had a growth. It was really scary. Like,
I've said this to you before, but you need to act like a Pokemon trainer does in a Pokemon game, and when you make eye contact with someone, you whip out your Vita and be like, dive kick now.
I was trying that. I was like, does anyone want to participate in this dive kick? You? And it was seriously like I was, like, yeah, it looked like I was friggin' waving like some sort of heinous flyer in their face or something. I don't know. I was trying to think of something, but yeah, it was. But yeah, no. I got rejected. It was very upsetting.
Story of your life, John.
Amen.
Anything else going on?
No, that's about it for games that we've been playing. I guess we should move on to the news.
The news.
Yeah, you looked at the news list this time.
I got a couple things. You got some stuff too, right? I'm not the only, because I only have like 2 things really.
While you bring stuff up, I how about that?
All right. I guess the big 2 things that I saw that interested me at the very least were actually kind of 3, and like we said, like you weren't on last week, and I haven't listened to last week yet, but we don't know if they mentioned the 2K Marin layoffs.
Yeah, a bunch of people.
It was 2K Marin, right?
Yes.
All right.
It was.
I'm just making sure I'm not like saying something about like a thriving. Yeah, it was 2K Marin.
Mm-hmm.
They essentially got closed, is what people are saying, with the amount of layoffs they got hit with.
Mm-hmm. It's really upsetting when any studio gets hit with layoffs like that, and it's especially upsetting that 2K Marin, who was very talented.
They're extremely I know BioShock 2 wasn't hugely well received, but just as a game, like gameplay wise, that was a really fun game. And say what you will about, BioShock didn't need a sequel. Like, I'm not really talking about the storyline, but like just playing that game, it played way better than the original BioShock, and I've heard pretty solid things about the new XCOM Declassified.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of a bummer to hear about that.
Yeah, it's just one game like that. It's just that game was in development for a really goddamn long time. So it's
I guess
it's
it
not
not being
surprising
successful.
that
Yeah.
It's not surprising that so much money was sunk into it, and they were kind of leaning on it. But at the same time, it's depressing that just one game kind of ruined that developer.
Yeah. Just a real shame what happened there. And I know that a lot of the game development industry has been reaching out and being like, hey, here are places that are looking for jobs. I saw a lot of that on Twitter when the original announcement came out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pull it up now because, like we said, it's it's a week and a half old at least. But yeah, just a real awful thing that happened there.
All right, I got something to talk about.
All right, we'll go back and forth then because,
Sure.
I said, I got 2.
All right, Titanfall. Its release date got announced today. It'll be released March 11th. For those of you that do not know, Titanfall is the new game from Respawn, which were the people that got laid off or quit Infinity Ward once that whole thing went down.
Yeah, basically the ex-Call of Duty 4 guys.
Mm-hmm. And so it is coming out on Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC all on the same day. And there is a normal $60 edition, but there's also I'm not kidding, a $250 edition.
All right.
Comes with an 18-inch tall statue of one of the
Are
mechs.
they called Titans? I feel like they'd be called Titans with the name like that.
Yes, they're called.
Okay.
It's
I don't even know anything about that game, but
yeah.
Happy I was right about that.
18-inch tall Titan statue with it's a diorama and it has LED lighting. Comes with a 190-page art book and a poster of a schematic of one of the Titans as well. So if you're really, really into Titanfall, even before it comes out, if you want to pre-order this too, it requires a $100 deposit. If you want to pre-order the $250 edition. So they are not fucking around. If you want that, you need to put down the big bucks and you've got to put it down early.
Yeah. I didn't know that was getting a PC release, so I'm glad, because I don't plan on picking up an Xbox One, and I do want to try that game out.
I'm surprised that they're putting it on 360, but at the same time...
Oh, are they putting it on... I missed that.
Yeah, at the same time, I'm not, because that just sounds like they're trying to cover their bases, because I feel like... I mean, that's not just the Xbox One's not going to sell well. That's something that's going to be happening for the PS3 and PS4 as well.
I mean, it's happening with big titles already. Like, Watch Dogs could easily just be PS4, but they're doing a PS3 one with that. Same with Assassin's Creed's coming out a week early on PS3.
It's still going on all systems.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess also the 360 has such a huge install base. They want to capitalize on that.
Of course, they're going to be doing that until they feel safe in only putting out on that system, which is going to be a while.
I mean, that happened with the PS2 for ages.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this happens for at least a couple of years.
Well, I mean, they're still putting out FIFA games on the PS2, right?
I thought that the last PS2 game ever was released recently. But I could be completely talking out of my ass. I'm pretty sure that they're still, at the very least, putting out FIFA games in Brazil. I mean, yeah. That Drake advertises at E3. Was it FIFA that he advertised at E3, or was it another soccer game?
I think it was FIFA, yeah.
I just remember that was weird as hell. Anything else on Titanfall?
That's it for now.
Alright, well, I got another one. I got two more.
Alright.
Metal Gear Rising Special Edition was announced just for Japan right now. But this is really fucking cool.
Alright, let's hear about it.
At least, just for anyone who has a Japanese PS. I know, PS3 isn't region locked, so, you could import this, and it's only $25, approximately. It's 2,480 yen.
Oh, God,
it will include all the DLC, the VR Mission DLC, Jetstream Sam's DLC, and Blade Wolf. And we'll have 5 bonus Raiden armors, such as Cyborg Ninja Armor, Commando Armor Raiden, Fox Blade White Armor, Inferno Armor, and MGS4 Raiden. It comes in a silver jacket, apparently, at retail, or you can download it on PlayStation Network. So I guess you could download that off the Japanese PlayStation Network store. Konami hasn't commented on a Western release, but I'm hoping for one, because I think that game did okay over here. I don't know. I really liked it, and I really hoped that we get it, because that would be fucking awesome.
They're still working on the PC port, and there's not much about it. I saw Kojima tweet a picture of the PC port, and that's about it. So I'm hoping the PC port comes out soon. But other than that, yeah, I loved Rising. I don't think it'll be Game of the Year, but it'll be on my list. So
you're already hinting at that stuff.
Look,
it's crunch time.
We're drumming up excitement for Game of the Year. I don't know.
You guys are gonna start cutting wrestling promos.
You can't see or hear, but I'm pretending to drum right now. I'm like Game of the Year, choo choo, 2013.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll get you a little taiko drum for you to bang on.
I just need bongos
I'll get you that Taiko Drum Master game, because I've heard pretty good stuff about that actually.
Well, there you go. I'll learn how to play the drums just for Choo Choo.
You got any other news stories?
I had one, but I accidentally closed. You said you had something else, didn't you?
Do you want me to go with mine until you get that back up?
Yes.
Alright. Dark
yes.
Matter.
Yes, Dark Matter. That is an important thing to talk about. Oh boy, that was a
So
disaster.
that game is a fucking train wreck, apparently.
Okay. You talk about it 'cause you brought it up.
So I don't know, like, I've only seen images of it. I haven't watched the video of the ending yet. It's floating around.
It is a side-scrolling.
It's like a Metroid-esque game.
Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Like, just looking at screenshots, it straight up has, like, the map in the corner. A lot, like, it kind of reminds me of Shadow Complex, just in presentation.
Mm-hmm.
But the big deal with this game is it lasts about 4 hours. You pay for this it's $15. I've heard it lasts about $4. They were trying to raise, it was a Kickstarter game, and the game ends with just a screen that says, "To be continued." Just a blank text.
No, it doesn't end with that. It ends with... Here, let me...
I'm just reading off this. Like I said, I haven't seen the video.
Let me see if I can find the It's...
Like, it's just a text ending, right?
Yeah, it's a wall of text. You walk into a room, like they give you a new item even right
Jesus
before it ends.
Christ.
And then you walk into a room and just this wall of text comes up and just says "to be continued" at the bottom of it. And so the developer tried to cover it up by saying, "Oh no, this is going to be an episodic series. You paid $15 for the first episode and we're going to put out the next episode soon." But now most of the dev team got laid off and the game got taken off of Steam.
And GoodOldGames.com is offering a refund.
So, yeah.
They offered a refund. Sorry, like I said, this is a little old. Oh, no, wait, no. Anyone who purchased Dark Matter from its store before October 15th. Sorry, I read that wrong. Alright. But they are offering refunds for that. I've got a refund. I like when people do that, because if you buy a game that looks good and turns out to be broken or incomplete, you should get a fucking refund.
Hell yeah, yeah. You returned
War Z,
right?
War Z. Or as it's known now, Infestation Survivor Stories.
Don't buy that game.
Don't buy that fucking game. I played that game. That game is fucking garbage on a plate.
Yeah, the developer claimed that it was because I think Dark Matter got kickstarted and
its Kickstarter failed abysmally too. It was a £50,000 Kickstarter, and they only got 6,227 of their goal.
Jeez.
So they had to change their plans. So, yeah.
I mean, it's too bad that the game didn't turn out correctly, but at the same time, it's really awful that they put that out and tried to market it.
It's really skeevy that they did this. It's really scummy.
Yeah. All right.
You get your story out.
In more lighthearted news, I have two things now.
Okay.
One of them I will bring up because I am specifically talking to you. So here we go.
Ooh.
The WWE 2K14 DLC got announced recently.
I haven't actually looked at that yet.
All right,
I
so
heard it was good.
I will list all the shit. The first pack for next month is the NWO pack. You will get Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Macho Man Randy Savage, Six, Kurt Hennig, Scott Steiner, and The Giant, which is
that's old school Big Show.
And it also gives you Accelerator, which enables players to unlock all in-game items as well as customize individual WWE Superstar tickets.
They've had that in past games. They have that. I own WWE 12, and they have that. They've named it different things. Like the one I have is called Fan X Access, but instead of like a C, it's two X's.
Damn.
So yeah.
All right, in December, we are getting Fandango, Biggie Langston, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, and Summer Rae.
That's cool.
And then
they kind of have to have Summer Rae in there with Fandango because they enter the ring together.
Yes. And then there's a moves pack, which is 30 new moves and taunts, including the Black Widow and the Koji Clutch.
Does it include the Muscle Buster?
And then in January, there is going to be a Legends pack, which includes Ravishing Rick Rude, Jake the Snake Roberts, Bruno Sammartino, Dusty Rhodes, and Virgil.
Cool.
And then there's also 15 new superstar parts to utilize for creative freedoms.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Each of those are $8.99, except for the WWE Superstars, which is $7.99, which is the December one. But the season pass is $19.99. So
that's actually a pretty decent deal. Usually season passes are like pretty much $30 around that. If I'm
so it seems like a pretty good deal, and WWE is those games are a sight to behold. I'm waiting eagerly to see what Baza cooks up.
You can't wait to see what happens in VGCW. Hopefully Biggie Langston gets added to the roster.
The evolution of VGCW. That's what I want to see.
That's the most thrilling thing.
My last news article that I wanted to bring up, the new Pikachu game.
Oh, was that announced?
What it actually was hasn't been announced, but according to Japanese broadcaster NHK, they released some sort of teaser trailer. They're going to announce fully what it is October 28th. But so far they've shown Pikachu mimicking facial expressions that have been captured by the 3D camera. And it looks absolutely horrifying.
Okay, you gotta link me to this because I need to see the pictures.
Just this picture of Pikachu. I think that picture of Pikachu is gonna have to be the podcast.
Yeah, we found the podcast picture because that is horrific.
Jesus Christ. People are speculating that it's going to be Hey You Pikachu 2.
See that?
The Pokemon Company's president said that he's worried that Pikachu's popularity will take a dive if this game isn't accepted. If people don't like this game, the Pokemon Company is fearful that this is going to make Pikachu unpopular. That is how horrifying this game is.
That doesn't sound like a game you should release. If you're afraid it will make your beloved character like a horror monster.
I'm excited to see this game because it's either going to be the greatest game ever released because it's so goddamn weird, like why would they release it? Or it's going to be completely terrible and that's going to be like it's going to be the worst game that the Pokemon Company has put out since I want to say Pokemon Dash maybe. Hey, you shouldn't remember that. The only reason why I remember that game is because I got it as, I think, the first game for my original DS, and that game is so goddamn bad.
There's so many weird Pokemon spin-offs.
May we never forget such classics as Pokemon
I was going to say Pokemon Troze. And Pokemon Ranger. I never played it. I just remember that it involved a lot of people murdered their DS screens when that thing came out. Apparently.
Oh well, that's true. But if you didn't go bonkers, it was okay.
Go big or go home. Apparently.
Yeah, go big or go home. You gotta catch that dark ride.
When you go home, you go home with a broken DS
and a broken wrist.
Yeah. I actually have a tiny bit of Pokemon news. It's a rumor. Right. But there were 3 leaked. There were 3 leaked Pokemon names that are probably going to end up being legendaries. Actually, I think Cerebi has type placeholders up for them too.
Yeah, they did.
Diancie.
One of them.
Diancie, Volcanion, and Hoopa. And Hoopa is my favorite.
Yeah, if
that is a good name.
If I remember correctly, Diancie is Rock Fairy. What's the Volcanion?
Volcanion looks like it's Fire Water.
Volcanion is Fire Water, and Hoopa is Psychic Ghost.
I have a feeling Diancie's going to be like the Celebi of this generation. Because it's a fairy type.
People have proven this because, it leaked on Cerebi.net, which is basically the most official, unofficial Pokemon site out there.
I remember reading that it was a recognized name in the GTS.
It's recognized in the GTS because it's physically possible for you to type in anything in the GTS. You can request anything, but it doesn't show up for other people unless it's a valid Pokemon name, and those names did work.
So, like, if you request a burger, it's not going to show up for everyone, but if you request a Hoopa...
Yeah, if you request a Hoopa, it works right now, but you won't get one yet. I'm actually kind of excited about this
too.
Because
Volcanion is interesting.
Like literally, who knows what's in that cartridge?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes next. My prediction of DLC Mega Evolutions will probably be confirmed because they're probably in the game. They're just not unlocked.
There's a lot of
which is disheartening.
The thing is, with this game, it's like have people figured out a way to get into 3DS games and look at the code and shit yet? Yeah.
Not yet. That's the mystery. That's why people didn't know.
That's why this is my favorite Pokemon launch, because with Pokemon Black and Pokemon Black 2, people just Black 2 not so much, but with Black, you could just go into it and see everything that was gonna be there, and everything was. I was like, oh, okay, so that's a new Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But and with Black 2, there wasn't really anything to spoil. I don't know why I mentioned Black 2, but with this, it's all rumors and hearsay, and that is the coolest shit. It reminds me of early Dark Souls, and kind of early Fez as well, and that's just a really cool time to experience a game is when the information on it's really scarce.
Yeah, that's a problem that I have with game coverage these days, is that people are just too extensive.
It's
and it's I can understand why they do that, because people do want to get that game sold.
Yeah.
And then the game news sites also want those page hits. But at the same time, it does detract from the experience a little bit. Just the communal experience of discovering a new things in the game. And that's kind of just what sucks, but that's something that we kind of have to take.
That's kind of something cool to me is Nintendo's always been super cagey with their stuff. They try to keep as tight a lid on their shit as possible, and we saw that when those Pokemon games leaked and they flipped the fuck out. It was $2,000 fines for any store for every missing copy of Pokemon X or Pokemon Y.
X and Y, yeah. I remember when I went to go buy Animal Crossing the night that it came out, I went down to Walmart, and the guy handed me the game, and he said, you have to wait 5 minutes before you get this rung up, or else we are going to get fined $2,000. Yeah. And it was 5 minutes.
Nintendo is on with that stuff. I remember Pokemon Conquest got leaked, on a ROM really early, and I downloaded it to see if it was legitimate. And I got an email the next day saying, cease and desist, remove this, or we will fucking sue you, basically. And I had to call up Nintendo and be like, sorry about that, it was a big misunderstanding, the file is completely gone now, I haven't distributed it anywhere. It was a few years ago, but that was... Nintendo's really on their shit when it comes to people leaking things, and it, sometimes it doesn't work out, but in this case it actually kind of benefited them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
At least from my experience.
It's bringing this communal discovery to... Pokemon is a very community-driven game, especially how X and Y is set up, where it's so open, where you can message basically anyone, and then your friends list is constantly on the bottom screen.
The constant online, constantly connected community aspect of it.
It truly does feel like an adventure for the first time in a long time. I feel like I'm overblowing it a smidgen, but this is the first time I feel like Pokemon has been close to being a phenomenon again since probably Gen 2.
I see a lot of people saying that about it, actually, and a lot of people who are getting back into Pokemon now because of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's becoming that game again where it's like, oh, I should go get this because everyone else is playing it. And it's really neat to see a game like that. It's cool to see a bunch of lapsed fans coming back and being like, oh wow, all these new things. And then the people that have been sticking with it for the longest time is like, yeah, no, I kind of wish there was a bit more, but at the end of the day, there's still a good amount of good amount of new stuff, and the new type is awesome, and all that hoo-ha. It's a very, very good Pokemon.
It might be the best. Throwing that out there, It might be the best, at least to me. It might have dethroned Heart Gold.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't have anything else.
Alright, well, then we can go to our questions.
It's my favorite part.
I have no idea how to get to the choo-choo email right now. That was Mike and Steven that did that. I apologize if you sent an email to that. We will answer that next week. However,
you don't get my answer for it, so we're sorry about that. You don't get the premium experience, but, you can get discount choo-choo next week.
Yeah, you get the shitty choo-choo. Bunch of fucking pricks, Mike and Steven. Fuck them.
Oh, we forgot to mention something about Mike. He is using the choo-choo Twitter for nefarious means.
Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god.
We have caught him favoriting his own tweets using the choo-choo account.
Yeah, he favorited.
To make himself look more popular than he really is. We're onto your game, Mike.
Yeah. He claims that he was using it for posterity.
Yeah, but I think that he's talking out of his posterior.
He talked out of his posterior. There's no posterity or prosperity to any of his actions. He is a liar. He is a adulterer. He is a coveter.
Coveter? Wait, what?
Like he does a covet. He is going to go to 3 different hells because of his actions on Twitter. So good work, Mike. You piece of
Mike.
shit.
You're fired.
Yeah. No, just kidding. We love him.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, I like Mike.
Okay, questions.
Our first question. I think the best part of you saying that you hate Mike is that you two are the only people who have actually met in person.
It's actually really funny to think about. Well, that's why I hate him. You don't know what happened in that hotel room.
He made you smell.
He showed me
farts.
Transformers. God. I went to a Transformers convention to meet that guy. It was the worst experience of my life. I had to see Transformers fans do stand-up comedy. That's not even a joke. That's true.
Oh god, I can't even imagine. What the fuck were they making jokes about?
The guy was like, "You are what you eat, so I guess I'm a pussy." And I was like, "Man, you do not know how to comedy, huh? You don't know how to do that shit at all." There was one funny guy, but by the time he got up there, everyone left, and he was a professional comedian from Toronto. And we stuck around, and he joked around a lot with Mike's little brother, and that was okay. But anyway.
Alright, our first question is from Tumblr user Cyberpunk Horror. Thank you. He asks, "What's the worst Pokemon from each generation?"
Lucario. For all of them. I fucking hate Lucario.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to actually go through.
Yeah, there's 750 now?
I don't like. Yeah. I don't really hate too many Pokemon. I mean, I dislike Lucario because he kicked Mewtwo out of Smash Bros.
I hate Lucario because he's DeviantArt as hell. And I don't like Lapras either.
And
I don't like Lapras either. Just because Lapras bores me, and
Did you see that you started a thing with Casey Malone? Yeah, he posted on Twitter does anyone like Lapras? And a bunch of people answered.
Oh my god.
So you started shit,
I'm
Andrew.
happy to start things on the internet. I didn't know people like Lapras until this game came out, and people were like, "Oh my god, you got a free Lapras!" And I'm like, "Cool, I can use this to surf once."
Well, they made Lapras rare for no real reason back in the day. There was the one Lapras that you got in Red and Blue, and then there was the one Lapras that you found in Gold and Silver and Dark Cave or whatever.
Yeah, like Lapras was practically
No.
pseudo-legendary for a while, just in terms of rarity.
Yeah. Just rarity.
In terms of power, it's a fucked up turtle thing.
Yeah, I guess we'll go with
Lapras and Lucario. Anything that begins with L,
fuck them.
except Luigi.
Fuck
We
'em.
love Luigi.
Love
Hate
Luigi.
Lapras.
Loser. Yeah, love Luigi. Lose Lucario and
Perfect.
Lapras.
That's our new slogan.
There you go. There you go. Our next question is from. See, this person's using a Halloween URL.
Ooh.
So, excuse me. This next question is from Tumblr user Aspukia Langley. They ask, how stupid is it that fucking Treasure had to go through Steam Greenlight? Also, how fucking stupid is Steam
I like
Greenlight?
Steam Greenlight.
I like Steam Greenlight a lot, and I think that it's important that companies
Also, I just
use
googled Treasure because I
Steam
can't remember
Greenlight.
who they are. Oh, Ikaruga. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. I think it's important that companies are able to get their games out there if they need to. I don't remember Treasure being particularly in the money, so them using Steam Greenlight doesn't surprise me. That seems like something that someone like WayForward or something would have to do.
Did Skullgirls have to Greenlight? No, it was
No,
Divekick
they
had
didn't.
to.
But Divekick did.
There were
yes.
some other games that did that looked pretty neat. I think
Deadly Premonition
I
had
think
to.
State of Decay did. Let me check. I'm pretty sure that's that greenlit.
Yeah. Yeah, Deadly Premonition had to go through.
Sang Froid.
and that was a boxed game that came out on discs multiple times.
Dude, my French is really rusty, but Sang Froid, A Tale of Werewolves, that had the green light, and that looked pretty cool. I'm not hugely into tower defense, except if it's Dylan's Rolling Western, but that was pretty cool looking. There's been some pretty cool shit off Steam Greenlight. It's kind of like the second tier of Kickstarter.
I wouldn't bash Steam Greenlight.
To me.
I cannot stand when I go on a Steam Greenlight and there's a game and it has the Kickstarter thing next to it.
Yeah.
That's not even done.
Put that shit up there when your game's done.
That pisses me off. Okay. And our last question is from Tumblr user.
I just fucking got his URL. God damn it. I thought it was Matt D USA. I feel really dumb.
Alright. Thank you, Matt. He asks, if you had to choose between fighting your way out of a pyramid or fighting your way out of a cemetery on a full moon, which would you pick?
Okay, well, we know what you're going to pick, but I want to talk this out a bit. Because, so here's the thing, in a pyramid, you've got corridors, right? You have the advantage of having, like, you know what's behind you, you know what's in front of you. So you can, like, kick the mummies. I'm going to use the M word. Sorry about that. You kick the bandaged individuals in front of you, and then you can, like, elbow them behind you, and if you have a weapon of some sort, you can, like, swing it and stuff. So you can take care of them there. It basically becomes Castlevania. You're in an open graveyard. I'm assuming werewolves, because you said full moon, or zombies, perhaps skeletons. They can come at you from anywhere, and trust me, when bones get rattled, they get ferocious. So I'd probably go with the pyramid, just because I like having the control there, and also because I could probably find some Egyptian treasure.
Yeah. Now that you put it that way, I might want to go.
Haven't you ever wanted to get revenge on mummies, John?
Yeah, I could destroy plenty of mummies, and I can steal their gold, and I can
be careful you don't get any mummy curses that like make you puke scarabs. Yeah, you gotta be careful about the scarabs.
I most certainly do not want to start shoot. I do not want to shoot scarabs. Now, to wind down, I have two things that I want to mention. First thing I'm going to mention is that I guess Chris Jericho has a web series now. Yeah.
I can see that. Is it about his band?
Friend of friend of the show, The Masked Negro, just posted a URL to it, and it's called "But I'm Chris Jericho." And from what I've seen of like the 2 seconds of the trailer that I watched, it looks like he's just doing a The Office show about like he's like, oh, I used to be a wrestler, but now I have to work in an office because
why aren't you a wrestler anymore? Did he get injured? Like, I don't remember why Chris Jericho left.
I don't know.
But
This is really confusing. Like,
yeah, he's just taking a hiatus. There's no like reason why. It just says he's taking a hiatus. So I guess he took a hiatus to be Jim from The Office.
I'm
Yeah.
okay. All right. I'm okay.
We gotta have a
with this.
weekly minute now. You gotta have a weekly minute now on the podcast where you talk about. But I'm Chris Jericho.
I will review this weekly. I have no problem with that at all. And so the next thing that I'm going to talk about is something that I should have brought up at the beginning because it's like a story thing, but god damn. Okay, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about once I start telling this story. Okay, so as some of you may know, I do.
Oh man, this thing. This thing was weird, and I don't understand why it happened.
Alright, so I do cosplay sometimes, and they're not super...
Just do them for fun.
They're, like, I don't put... Yeah, I just do them for fun. And so for Halloween, I decided that I wanted to cosplay a character from a webcomic that I kind of like. I don't think anyone listening will be familiar with Jerk City. It's a... I'll try to explain it. It is a ironic webcomic where a bunch of guys who were in their teens during the Usenet age would pretty much just be complete assholes in Usenet like chats, and they collected their chats and run them through comic creators and basically created characters associated with the predestined comic creator, like, and their Usenet handles, and have created
it's like 80% terrible
about it. It's 80% terrible, and 20% of it is funny. The 20% that's funny, most of it is the beatnik looking character named Spigot. And I wanted to cosplay him. So I did so. I have his beret and his turtleneck sweater thing and his flip-flops, and I don't have the glasses yet, and that's all I needed. So I took a picture of myself in the cosplay, and I tagged it Jerk City on Tumblr, and a bunch of Jerk City fans got really
weird, because they were like... You don't like it was secret club as fuck. It was like, don't touch my secret club.
It was super secret club because they were like, oh, Jerk City is not something that you make like Homestuck.
It's a Halloween
and it's
costume.
like, dude,
aren't you using that as a Halloween costume?
I'm using it as a Halloween costume, and I was thinking about like wearing it to a convention or something because I know a couple of people who take Jerk City for what it is, this really dumb fucking thing that you should not take it seriously. And most of those people are good, but I'm not going to wear it to a convention now, not because I'm like they did not win, I just choose not to fight, because I don't want to meet other Jerk City fans out there because they're probably shitty people. Yeah, it's terrible. People were like trying to get under my skin passive aggressively. Like this one dude took a picture of himself just looking disdainfully, and he was like, "Jerk City cosplays." It's like, who gives a shit? You know,
like typical weird Tumblr retaliation stuff. It was really dumb.
Yeah.
People started messaging.
To be honest, it gave me a little bit. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of got a little self-confidence boost from it because I saw that and I was like, wow, I am not that much of a man baby. So, it was super weird, and I don't know, it was really dumb, And those same people also spam tags to try to mess with people, which I thought was hilariously hypocritical because I made one post in a tag and they started crying, and then they spam tags with really weird and unfunny shit, and these like 13-year-old girls who don't understand what's going on get upset, and then they laugh at them. Exactly. So it was super hypocritical.
One of those guys was older than me, like older than the two of us, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was really dumb. It was really lame of them, and I'm going to wear my Halloween costume and I'm going to photobomb, because that's pretty much all I was planning on doing, was just doing the poses that Spigot does, like the canned poses, and I was just going to photobomb as much as possible, and that would have been funny, I feel like, but I'm not going to do that at any conventions now because I don't want to meet any Jerk City fans, so good work. I wasn't, like seeing that, I feel like they were worried that me cosplaying Jerk City was going to start a Tumblr fandom, and
that wouldn't happen, because I don't think any one person has that kind of clout. At least on this website, because
exactly,
fandoms just happen when people see like really stupid-looking British men.
They see things that can be shipped. And there's nothing you can fucking ship in Jerk City. They already talk about sucking each other's dicks, and it's not even it's not even sexual. Like, that's the thing, like, they talk about dick sucking, and it's not even sexual. It's like something that they just do because they feel like they have to. You know? Like, Jerk City is the worst fucking webcomic ever, and they were treating it like it was some sort of art form.
Horse ebooks art. I wouldn't call Horse ebooks art.
It was so
either.
dumb. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people take these stupid, jokey things so seriously. They're not art. They're just wacky, dumb things that just come. Like, it's like things can be funny and not be held to such a high regard.
It's less things being funny and more things being surreal. It's like people people are trying to like apply the same like merits of like stuff like fucking like the reason people like C-punk and trying to apply that to like Jerk City. I'm like, no, you don't do that unless you're into that shit really in a really weird way like I am. And the way I apply it to C-punk is this is really stupid but nice to listen to. And that's how you should apply it to comedy, is this is really stupid but nice to laugh at.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I just feel like they didn't want anyone to tamper with the beauty of Jerk City. I bet those guys hated Jerk City HD, even though Jerk City HD is probably the best thing with Jerk City on it, because people were just taking the actual funny Jerk Cities and making them funnier with like actual sight gags.
Jerk City, I couldn't really get into it because I didn't. Because when I read a webcomic, I go through the entire thing. And so like.
Yeah, no, there's thousands upon thousands, and like I said, there are multiple Jerk City comics that are like they're like deplorable in their jokes, you know, like they make straight up rape jokes at times, and it's bad. But then like there are times where it is straight up hilarious, and it's those are the ones where I'm like, okay, that's good and that's funny, and you know, to each comic is basically just a separate thing. And it's interesting seeing how they created it and how it's evolved, and like seeing that the people that were in those Usenet things making those horrible jokes are now like basically like a couple of the dudes are well-known tech writers now. It's really weird. But yeah, no, so I got yelled at for dressing up as a beatnik and posting.
Welcome to the internet. You don't talk about my secret club.
Welcome to the internet. Like them yelling at me made me wish that I was artistically adept, because I wanted to just make Jerk City stuff. Like that, just to spite them.
The internet is fucking bananas.
But I think
at this point it would be
there
more
you go,
making,
like
Jerk City Danganronpa crossovers.
Jerk and Ronity. that didn't work. I'm sorry. I apologize. That didn't work. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm already working on my next cosplay. I'm gonna be a S-Kill from Dive Kick, so watch out for that.
I put a Luigi costume on reserve today that I'm gonna pick up next time I go into work. Yeah, it's his year, man.
Shit. Oh yeah,
I've got some stuff planned for that I hope I can make, but if not, I'm not gonna announce anything because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. But I hope I can. Oh yeah.
Alright. Well, let's hope that you do so. Anyway, I think that is
Don't have anything else to talk about
for this episode of Video Game Choo Choo. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's about it. I think we're good. So thank you guys for joining us. I know that this week was a really weird week. Mike had to step out because of
it was a school thing.
Something that I don't know if he's allowed to talk about. It was a school thing. And Steven went to a Proto Men show and he threw out his voice. So hopefully next week he'll be able to talk about that and maybe...
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe
a friend of mine,
reveal some Proto Men secrets
or something recently, and I thought it was the same show. I thought it might be the same show, but it's not. That was
wow,
a few weeks ago. Yeah, no, and also
it was last night his show. So yeah, because if he was in Florida, I would probably.
How are you going to say beheading him?
I would probably end up hanging out with
reason.
Steven sometime. So yeah, I would end up.
Okay.
Destroying
well, on that note.
On that note, happy Halloween! Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Next week we will most likely be back to the normal Choo Choo schedule, and we will have the normal hosts. Thanks for tuning in, and happy trails.